she is Big Booty Judy. And she's got some work that needs to be done to her.
So I'm heading back home right now, if you can even hear me, from getting a pretty good deal on a camper van. Found this on Craigslist. These go quick, these Class Bs that aren't conversion vans, that are actually like Class B camper vans. Was lucky to find it, was the first one to go snatch it up. So, beginning of a new project. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping, here's what we got. I'm hoping it's a simple clean it up, paint it, get some appliances working, and we'll be good to go. In addition to a couple mechanical repairs. We snatched it up for a good deal, so we'll see what we can do. This not only by itself will be a good project, but it should open the door to a couple pretty awesome adventures with it.
Boy, was I mistaken. This was a fun but long project. Luckily, I recorded the whole thing, and you get to experience the renovation with me. So buckle up, and we'll jump right into the first video of the series. Hey, it's Joseph. So I just got back from North Carolina, making a purchase on a camper van. So let me show you around, see what we got. And here she is, Big Booty Judy, and she's got some work that needs to be done to her. You can find Julio's work van or some Boomer's conversion van pretty cheap on the marketplace, but these Class B campers, they're harder to find. This one definitely shows its age. It was a rescue, and the owner just, for personal reasons, couldn't keep up with it. And I was able to snatch this up for $2,600. I'm going to be completely transparent with the price and everything, and we'll work out, see how much this costs in the end to restore it, and see what we can get for it. What makes it different is we've got compartments. It's just like an RV. It's got, well, I should say it's got the potential for plumbing, electrical, a hot water heater. Yeah, I mean, she's not pretty on the outside. A little bit of rust on the bumper there. That's open. You got the spare tire. That's deflated. Needs to be replaced. That little, some algae, moss. Gonna have to figure this out somehow. Where the AC unit was right here. Let me show you around inside. So here it is. This is what we've got. The previous owner actually gutted it. Everything was in place, but because of a leak right there at the vent, everything got moldy. But there was supposed to be a finished bed back there, a bathroom right here. Over here, he had a stove and kitchen. Basically, he just gutted everything. So I've got a blank slate to work with here. He put a mini fridge in instead of bolting it to anything. Just made a little bracket for it. All this opens up. He put already some reflective paneling on. He already got the insulation on a lot of this. see, there's a water tank. That's where the bed would have been. You got a drain down here for your shower. You got a toilet, a sink. So we'll have to take a look at all this plumbing. From the outside it has hookups. Again, we'll have to redo all the wiring too, but it's got potential. Up front here, it's a good little mess here, but up front, you work on all this. None of it works right now. The mirror's falling down. That mirror needs to be replaced. Another feature to work with here is this actually steps down. So I'm standing up straight right now in this section without having to bend over or anything. It's very spacious. It poured cats and dogs yesterday, and I have not found any leakage yet. I have not found anything leaking yet. Got wiring here, needs to be redone. Said this comes up. Get seat belts and hot water heater under there. Needless to say, we've got some work cut out for us with this camper van. So that's the interior. Let's take a peek underneath. She sat for 20 years in a mechanic's lot, near the coast, and you can tell. She's got a good patina on her. Nothing too crazy, and I don't see any fluid leaking, so that's good. I purchased this camper van from a gentleman that was a mechanic. Nonetheless, we'll have to see what's patina and what requires fixing with this engine. So here's my game plan. Within the first week, I need to do my taxes and paperwork on this vehicle. And I need to get engine repairs that are major done, and I need to get it street legal. So there's a squeak on the belt. I don't know if it's the tensioner, the water pump, power steering, I don't know. I need to figure that out. I need to grease the steering linkage. The windshield wipers, I was told they work. The windshield wipers are new on it. The windshield wiper motor works, but the little piece, the little bushing that links them together is cracked and missed, so we took it off. On the dash, my gauges work, but I don't have a dash light. I don't have my AC working. I don't have a working radio. I don't know if that's from the radio itself or from the speakers not working. And I don't have a horn, so I need to figure that out. I don't know if it's rewire freaking everything or if it is as simple as a fuse. I need to get my rear view mirror set up, and I need to replace the driver's side mirror. I need to examine and replace as needed the wiring. I need to examine and replace as needed the plumbing. Probably do an oil change and replacing the other fluids like a radiator flush and everything, all that good stuff. Take a look at that brake booster, because again, you step on the brake, it comes back, brakes work all fine, but you need to manually push that last inch back towards you on the brake pedal. I need to design the interior layout, and I need to figure out the power setup. So do I rewire all the AC wiring so I can hook it up at campsites or hook it up to a generator? Do I keep it, get a 12-volt system in here, which I won't power many appliances for long, and then do I spend the extra money to make it solar, or do I just take it off of the alternator as it's running? So decisions. After all of the above, there's some small stuff that needs to get done. I need spare keys made, I need a spare tire. I need to restore the outside, which I'll probably do that first just for the psychological effect of it looking good. I need to work on the vent that he said was leaking and he just covered it up. The window tracks and everything need to be taken care of and oiled. The power motor for the driver's side window here needs to be either replaced or fixed. I can feel cold air coming in from where the pedals are, so I need to put something there, almost like my own firewall. He had issues with the ignition control module and the voltage regulator, so I need to either bulletproof those and buy the better, more expensive part, or figure out something there. And then that's pretty much everything. Then I need to actually just build the interior. That's what I've got listed out as an action plan. But we'll see what we can do here. You know, what else we come up with. I don't know what other little engine things are going to come up. I don't know what other major engine things are going to come up. There's rust. I've seen rust we've got to deal with. A lot of like the locks on the compartments outside are bad. I've got none of that written down here. So we'll see what we can find together. But yeah, let's get to work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time to get this thing. So I've been taking everything apart. And although he did a good job in some places, I think, you know, I can tell the previous person put a lot of work into here. I need to take it apart to uncover all these utilities, and then I can from there see what works and what doesn't, because it looks like there's a lot of, you know, like this is still sticking out as if they wanted that to work eventually, but you know, here's like an empty tube. What does that go to? So a lot of this was just covered up, and it also has a lot of void space. I'm going to continue taking all of this apart, see what we've got. I might take the floor apart today as well. Again, I know that the previous person put a lot of work into it, but it's just not working for me with the edges and stuff. The previous person put, you know, the sticky vinyl tile down and then the edges. And to me, it either needs to be all just one piece of carpet or they make rolls of vinyl. I feel the previous person put in a lot of work here, but also did it on a very, very, very limited budget. I mean, I'm going to try and do the same thing, but I'm going to try and do it 110% to where it's got a high resale value. So, got ourselves a cockroach! Alright, now that I have all this removed, I can get that milk crate out. It wasn't the way before. Finding all types of goodies in here. And now, the lock that's stuck on the outside here, I can grab that, force that one open. I'm going to then clean everything up and just see what utilities I've got here. First and foremost though, I'm going to then finish this. So right here, what would be in the catalog is a bench seat. And you got a little table and another bench. It's like an RV dinette. And this bench seat could either be a bench facing the table, it could lay flat and then create a bed, or it could go the other way, and that way you could fit even more passengers. I'll have to, I got it open for now so that I can take care of everything and clean this all up, but I'll have to reseal that later because I don't want, you know, any of the kids I'm going to hide in here to scurry out from there. Find an escape route, basically. That'd be detrimental to me, at least. So, alright, let's take a look at this. That just came off. There weren't any hinges or anything. So it was a wasp nest. Got the original seat belts, which is nice. Don't know what the deal is there. This is what we all have to figure out. More wasps. Just some storage here. There's also a little bit of a warp here in the siding, so we'll take a look at that too. One nice thing is that it does have the bolts so that you can properly bolt down these seat belts, and it's quote-unquote street legal. Van is now gutted. I have never seen so many screws used to just make a box. From every angle and every side, they were screwing. When taking apart the screws that were holding on the interior siding, I found a little bit of tarnish and rust on the tips of the screws. This indicated to me that the previous owner did not fix the leak, and it would be something I would have to address. I think the top needs to be at the seam resealed. At least now though, I've got the hot water heater exposed. I've got everything behind me here where the bed was exposed. But the next step will be, figuring out the utilities, where they all go, the electrical. You'll notice that the floor is recessed right where I'm standing. Then you have a little step, and finally you have the main floor. It ended right there with only 2 or 4 inches with the bench the previous owner put in. Without it, I think there's going to be a lot more room, and the hot water heater can go there, and the batteries and everything, but it's still extra storage space and more leg room. Well, this is pretty cool. I'm going through the back now that I have access to it, trying to get to the hookups and everything. But I dumped out, we got old chalk, old spray paint, a jack. When I dumped out that box after the cockroaches finished scurrying away, it looks like the original owner was gonna put this on awning. These are the brackets for it, so that's pretty sweet. He really was gonna soup this thing up. Oh my gosh, it's the table. Or was the table. That's cool though. I've got the bracket for it now. That is great. Where'd all my cockroach friends go? Oh, there's one. You little shit. Wee-hee. Decent. Has a little bit of a earthy flavor. I need to make something here to prop this thing up. That looks safe. We've got our hose connections, some Freon, spare part. But this here is rusty, and this paper is just wet. I don't think this has seen the light of day in 30 years. You can tell what I was seeing up to here. That's no bueno. Watch this. It's not bad at the bottom. Why is that silicone right there? There needs to be a drain here. Now, as is the previous owner was calling it Big Booty Judy. Weird. Anyways, I need to figure out a name. It's the trendy thing to do, so I need to figure out a name for my camper van. I'm thinking maybe just something like Herm. Herm. I was also thinking about just doing, like, instead of nice paint or any decals or anything, just with spray paint, just hashtag free candy. Sprayed out on the side or something. Because who doesn't like giving kids free candy in a van? Alright, and that concludes episode 1. Introducing you to my camper van. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I could really use at least 1,000 subscribers so that I can start monetizing these videos. Monetization would mean more funds for more projects and more adventures, so it'd be much appreciated. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one.